All right, folks. So non-communicable diseases has been a problem for us here in Jamaica for a long time. Naturopathic doctor and epidemiologist Dr. Henok Maled has been on the island for some time, and he now shares his observances, it says, in this regard. Morning, sir. Welcome to Smile Jamaica. It's morning time. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I can't complain at all. Give thanks. Pronounce your name so I could get it right. I don't think I got the last name correctly, or did I?
No, you got it correct.
Okay, fantastic.
Yeah,
You're in Jamaica now. Why?
I am.
Why are you?
Yes,
Why are you here?
I'm in Jamaica. At first to vacate my home, to get away and spend time to study and just observe, worldly issues because I am a naturopathic. So I think not just studying, where one stays and where one lives, but also expanding their border. And I'm a bit young still, so I think it's important to travel.
Yeah.
So I said Jamaica.
You're from Ethiopia, are you?
Correct. Yes.
Fantastic. Who's a naturopathic?
Who? Sorry.
Who is a naturopathic? What does that person do?
Okay. A naturopathic is someone who studies not just, uh, yeah, a naturopath is someone who studies not just the manifestation of a disease, but also the environment someone lives in, the habits they have, the eating patterns, which is very important for one's health and well-being. So it's more like a multitude, like a comprehensive approach, instead of just saying, you should take this for that. So
Yeah.
that's what a naturopath.
I have so many questions for you, boy. You say that Jamaicans do not eat what they love. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that?
Yes. So Jamaicans, for example. So I noticed, and it's not just, some people do it a culture thing too, but because of time constraint, because of, life, we may have a certain thing, pulling us to do something, we often pick something up which we originally do not wish for. We may take the rice, but we may want the bread. We may want something more rich for our own personal preference. So this, as a naturopathic, is very, very important because stress happens not just through our 9 to 5, as we move, through our day, but also in our minute, decisions, as we make a simple choice in the line at the grocery store, at the supermarket, so it's very important. We must honor that which we love the most because our body will honor us. So it's just a part of the comprehensive approach.
Yeah. In preparing for this, I was reading that you were saying you were having a chat with some folks in the morning and they had about 3 or 4 cups of tea. You only had one. It seems like you are suggesting that there's a significance to that. The fact that they had four and you only had one. Is that significant?
Exactly. Yes. So when we are naturally eating and we are moving, we are naturally moving chaotic kinetic energy. It's called caloric energy. So our vitamins, our minerals, if we are just purely, sitting down, as I sat in Montego Bay, or this was in Kingston, I'm sorry, with a few friends of mine. We must, if we are just constantly, chatting, not actually just breathing, eating, letting the food naturally work, in our body, our system. Our body is ancient, it's it's older than we think. So we lose a lot of energy, the minerals and the vitamins. So we have to drink more, we have to eat more, consume more. Even the anticipation to say something in a social setting, in a conversation, takes great energy. It's tremendous. So, we don't speak without actually moving our mouth, our eyes, our lips, these muscles here, below our facial tissues, even when we speak. So if we're not naturally, listening, which is very, very important while we eat, while we chew, actually taking time to devote to the act, then we may go through 7 or 8, 10 cups, while the other person who is listening may just go through 1 or 2. So it's very important to relax more. This is what we call calming, So it's a practice in naturopathic because, it goes even further to even say, why we must do such a thing because we're just living in this fast-paced world. This in Kingston, I noticed this is very true. because it's to my surprise, it has almost turned to my past where I was in New Orleans, so it reminded me a lot of New Orleans.
Yeah.
And
Are you
it,
suggesting that if you drink 5, 6 cups while you're having breakfast and chatting, that that's not good for you, or you just should listen more? That's what are you saying?
yes, I'm saying it's both. You're correct. Both are right. But you should listen more because maybe if you save 5 or 6 cups, you may not have to go to the grocery store and buy more bags of tea.
All right.
But it's important, because it's a it's a comprehensive process, but the secret, the real miracle of this, and as an Ethiopian, I'll share this with you. When you relax more, you really slow down the bite. I see many, even as I walked through Montego Bay when I was living there for a month before I came to Kingston. Some people, they rush when they eat, just, and then this is what this naturally does. The body, it cannot process the intestines, the bowels, the digestive system. It will not work harmoniously. This aggression,
Yeah.
this behavior, this fire, we have to really, many of these illness, hypertension. Let's break the word down. What does the word hypertension, when someone walks up to you and say it, what does hypertension mean?
From what you've seen, from what you know thus far about us Jamaicans, are we different from Ethiopians in the way we behave, the way we eat, stuff like that?
It's similar, but I don't want it to be intensified like the West, because I see a lot of West, like I was saying, coming here, especially in the Montego Bay and that part of the island. The culture is the same. The people, they make time, they enjoy food, they enjoy the richness of it, which is the most important thing. My fear is that in the West, where we have this society of people who are driving, eating, rushing, they may choke. The body does not work right for them. Hyperactivity, the cells, may not work for the benefit. My fear is that it does not come into Jamaica because, if I may say, Kingston and New Orleans, there, as an epidemiologist, New Orleans has been seen to be the most prevalent for the most homicides in the nation and in the world. This is aggressive behavior. There have been epidemiological studies and control studies showing the relationship between aggressive behavior, aggressive eating, and aggressive crime. So if we are constantly being in an aggressive way, aggression is not just a purely aggressive thing. It has a marriage. Aggressive meal behaviors, aggressive, words, how you speak, aggressive music, aggressive TV, aggressive eating. So it is all, a universal marriage. Right. So my fear, my hope is, I don't wish for this to be the future of a way as a society. For the future, if we wish to evolve, live a more balanced, harmonious life, less stress, less aggression, then we must, listen, like you said, we must naturally take our time, breathe in between bites, honor the moment, enjoy the richness of our food.
I hear you. And I appreciate the fact that you spent some time with us this morning. When do you go back home?
Yes, I go back May 1st.
All right. Stay safe and look after yourself. God bless. He's a naturopathic doctor and epidemiologist, and his name is Dr. Enoch Malaid. Would you get a divorce after 30 years or more of marriage? Okay, interesting. We discuss after the break. Stay with us, please. Soon come.